2025 would be the year when we had been known for making the UPSC preparation PYQ first. And that is the single line completion of Civilsdaily's yearly roundup. See, every year we sit with our students and our team and we take a stock of what are new things, what are impactful things we did in that year. And this, for the first time, we're bringing this year-end wrap to every student who's watching us on the YouTube. This year, right from the start, right from talking to our rankers who cleared UPSC in their first or maximum second attempt, we took to understand what it took for them to get to the ranks with convincingly better scores in mains and an interview. And we found three highly important things. One, UPSC preparation needs to be shifted PYQ first. Rather than, remembering and putting it on your table, all the abstract and, open-ended subjective syllabus which UPSC gives in the notification, rankers go PYQ first. And this year, we read through the notes of 10 to 15 top rankers, understood how they were making their preparation tailor-made to PYQs, and we created what you all know as microthemes. We'll talk about that later. The second important thing which we realized this year was that aspirants do not want random hustle. They do not want to be held hostages to every next day's motivation, every new seminar, every new ranker's gyan, nothing. They want to do the mehnat, they want to do the hard work, but only if it's putting in some way that assures compounding week over week, month over month. Which brings down to the most important insight we gained this year. That is, now you guys demand a systemic preparation. A systemic preparation is one where if you are studying with a mentor, you and the mentor compoundingly builds your weekly strengths, your weekly weaknesses, and course corrects you to get to the aim faster, better, and closer every month, every week, every month. Because of that, this year, we completely revamped our mentorship. Mentorship at CD has been the core, bread and butter, and the heart of whatever we do here. And this year, we expanded our mentorship intervention. So, with over 1 lakh plus intervention calls we had with our students, the nature of our mentorship sessions became richer. It was target assignment, subject strategies, post-test discussion of mains, of prelims, samachar manthan discussion, weekly assessment, therapy sessions when you needed. But above all, everything got tracked. And because that hardcore tracking mechanism and the way we divided the UPSC syllabus from beginner to advanced in terms of milestones, we made almost 82% students who are our paid students achieve significant improvement in their writing analysis. A part of preparation which most of the people relegate to the last stage, we do it weekly, right from the day one. And because of so much precision and so much attention to detail that we gave to the mentorship, our active aspirant base continues to be at 94%. Peg this 94% number to somewhere near 25%, which happens in the legacy and old school classrooms, where there is one celebrity teacher or an old teacher who teaches you and 1,000 students are just in the class. We have a completely different model where one mentor is given just 80 students max. And within those 80 students, that mentor ensures that you are crossing all the thresholds of a particular theme, you're completing all the loops, you're completing the assignments, and you're taking weekly calls. Everything is recorded. Everything is there to make sure that you are progressing week over week. And the same funda we applied with our Smash Mains students also this time. Smash Mains is our mains program targeted for the veteran aspirants who want to improve one extra mark over all their GS papers, right? And the same thing, we made sure that people write tests. Apart from just taking gyan and theory from us, you attempt test and you get feedback on every test. And every test is graded within the framework which we talk about, and you improve test over test. With these two heavy interventions, we scaled our mentorship to a very decided ways. Okay, very decidedly, you would be assured that 1 month, 2 months, 3 months within the system, where would you be landing yourself? And that kind of surety and that kind of predictability brings a lot of comfort both to you and to us. With mentorship checked out, bulk of this year was spent in creating original content which I can assure you would not be seeing anywhere in the space in any coaching, old or new. We backed all our PYQ understanding with these micro themes, X factor content, and flash notes. All our PYQ understanding got crunched into the micro theme framework, which gave way to the X factor, which is purely for mains focused, and the same phenomena we applied with our flash notes. All original content, almost built grounds of this year. Micro theme, I hope everyone knows, has been that basic, foundational, fundamental document which I found in almost every sincere student's lab. You have libraries in ORN, you have bookshops, Xerox centers in ORN who keep coming us for the upgraded micro theme versions. And this year, I'm so proud of my team that we collated 13 years for mains and about 25 years for prelims. We have crunched all the PYQs into the relevant themes, which are the most hot sectors where UPSC asks questions year on year, again and again. And as a result, close to 3 lakh people have downloaded these books. Take the number with this thing, right? 15 lakh aspirants fill the form every year. Close to 7 lakh actually end up giving the exams. Out of them, more than half of them have our micro themes. That means your preparation from day one is with a structure. Your preparation from day one knows that polity has these 18 micro themes which are important. Out of them, if I have to put hierarchy, these micro themes have 10 and more questions asked in the last 10 years. These micro themes have just 3 or 4 questions. So you can prioritize your revision. You can prioritize even your daily approach. That's the power of a structured, systemic way. And with that micro theme, we divided the whole UPSC syllabus into 288 themes, 288 segments, which 177 for mains, 111 for prelims, and there are few common ones. And these are the micro themes which have 3 or more questions asked in the last 10 years. That means you do not have to spend any day in confusion and planning of what should be your priority area. That means if you have 365 days in a year, and let's say, you put out some days where you'll fall sick, some days where you'll have some function, some days, where collectively you'll have work hours, the rest of the days should go into focusing and mastering on these 288 themes. That is how predictable we made the landscape for you. And on top of those micro themes, we came out with X factor notes, which are the gold standard value addition for any mains giving aspirant. You go to any Xerox centers, you go to any library, and you will have people making their one-pager notes on top of our X factor notes. These X factor notes are there to ensure that you get one mark extra from intro, body, or conclusion over top of your existing knowledge. So you build your foundation, you enrich your foundation with the X factor notes. Obviously, this level of depth got the audience. All these notes are available for free. And I hope you've gotten a free copy of your downloads, either from Civilsdaily channel or from the right kind of Xerox shops outside. Now, with those X factor notes, and to make sure that your monthly revision goes as per plan on the current affairs as well, this year, burning issues was our most amazing offering for every aspirant who's kind of done away with the mains compilation. Burning issues puts the analytical rigor right on your plate every damn month. Every issue that we take in this magazine starts with dimension, argument, example, and all these things with the PYQ linkage. Every content that we innovated this year ties back to our understanding of the PYQs. Nothing that we make you read is as per whims and fancies of any teacher. Nothing. Everything is practically routed back to the PYQs, the quality of questions UPSC is asking since 2021 especially, and the quality of rigor they expect from you. So while you do have to go through, the regular stuff, which is way forward, challenges, opportunities, threat, but we instill in you the basics and the heart and the core of the analytical thinking, the critical thinking that you need to develop to answer any directive in the mains question. We started this magazine just last year, and we complete 1 full year in 2025, and the reception has been overwhelming. I hope you've gotten your copy of X Factor and BI. If you've not, download it. Feel free to tell us, come to us and talk to us and tell us how it eased your preparation. how it, removed the overwhelming information overload and actually got you to really realize the beauty of UPSC prep. Burning issue is at the heart and core of all that we do in current affairs, which start from Samachar Manthan and goes till the smash mains. With that solid stuff for the mains program, we took to the prelims in our dominant prelims vertical with the same rigor. We took the prelims microthemes, and this year we'll be releasing 47 flash notes. Half of them are already in the market, other half are being rigorously checked and tested to ensure that this is the only revision module that you ever have to do after you're done with your basics, your NCRTs, your basic mocks. This is your one-pager notes. That flash notes redefines the landscape of prelims. X Factor and BI redefine the landscape for mains. Flash note redefines the landscape for prelims. With these two things, your exam readiness is taken care of. Now, mentorship, which is heavy on qualitative interventions, content, which again is heavy on PYQs, and technology, because both the founders of this company are IITians. The technology and the predictability of your growth, which ties back to the mentorship, is defined by the internal platforms that we work on. Our most crucial platform is PYQ Microtheme platform. The PDFs that you get in the market, the PDFs which are free downloads, are a subset of this. PYQ Microtheme platform has all the questions sliced and diced across years, across themes, across difficulty level, across logical elimination techniques or not, across directives. Any filter that you would expect and want is there on the platform of Microtheme. That is so rich that every Microthemes trend analysis can be done here. And every question opens up and ties up with the current affairs module. Those of you who are part of our Samachar Manthan module or part of our UAP, you know that, and I hope you have the access to this platform. Every microtheme has attached to all the PYQ questions which are relevant to that theme, and every daily news of current affairs, it gets tagged there. So every microtheme has all this content backed under one umbrella. And this for all the 288 microthemes that you have to prepare for UPSC. With that as the core, our weekly interventions are even more fine-tuned. Our interventions are such that student journeys, your potential identification, and your rank outcomes are all given as a column. So we as founders know how a student is progressing, which students is a ranker material who needs a different kind of attention, which student is lagging behind who needs another nudge, another push, and a proper intervention call to wake him or her up as to where he or she is lagging. This is how our mentorship dashboard looks like. All our calls are recorded as if we were running a school, as if this were your report card. But that's the rigor which the system demands. That's the rigor that you demand. All the calls get recorded. All interventions are named, subject strategy, doubt session, targets assigned, poster discussion. Every small thing is recorded so that if in doubt and you want to check back your progress, you have this rich database to refer to. You cannot go 3 weeks without writing an assessment. This is at the heart and core of the mentorship program for this year. We've realized earlier in the game that you can learn all you want, you can read all good stuff that you want, but unless and until you're putting yourself to test every week, you will not be progressing. You will not be able to compound on your learning. So you might have legit reasons why you might skip a week or two, but if you're going 3 weeks without attempting a proper test, our mentors call you. And this is the last end of the system. We call you, we email you, we text you, we come to realize the right reasons, and then we get on a call and we get on a live session and we make you write the test with us. Regardless of the outcome, the method is what counts. You go on with this kind of pedagogy and then you will get to know, is your status regular, is your potential ranker or border material. So at a mentorship level, at a mentor level, we know the number of students a mentor has. We know the kind of spread he's now having. We know the regularity you've been showing. And if you're regular and if you're still on border, we get on call with you. If you're not regular and you're still showing ranking level potential, that means either you're smart, and that means you need to quickly be graduated to X Factor material and those other smash ethics, smash essay sessions. Okay. So every student has a different chart Every student has a different trajectory. And this kind of detailed system, this kind of weekly milestones that we track helps us, enables us to give you exactly what you need so that you do not get bored. Our mentorship with this level of detail is all about fault finding and course correction. UPSC is an exam which rewards only your competence. So if you know something and if you're able to prove your mettle on the paper, that's all UPSC takes care of. And every week when we kind of see your interventions with our mentors, we realize if you're on the right track or not. If you're not on the right track, our sole aim is to get you back, to course correct, to find your fault, get you back on track in the smallest possible route. And that is the wrap for 2025. 2025 to us was reaffirming our belief in PYQ-based pedagogy, ensuring that our content gets this complete overhaul, ensuring that our mentorship gets tied to PYQs, ensuring that all our mentors and all our teachers know PYQ at the back of their head, ensuring that whatever you get to read from us all has its fundamental genesis in PYQs, because trust us, UPSC repeats those trends. UPSC wants you to understand where the focus is going. UPSC does not want you to go by the book as if you're studying for a PhD or a master's level program. You are not. You're studying for a competition exam. You need to know the trends. You need to know the verbiage. You need to know how you are being assessed. That is the 2025 wrap for Civilsdaily. For 2026, we're only going to go deeper. 2026, I promise you, the microthemes which have become the level 0, the standard, the golden standard of this industry, will get intensified by us. We will be making learning loops based on every microtheme. Not just content, not just assessment, but the difficulty level, the dimension analysis of every microtheme, so that when you get to study those microthemes with our mentors, you know exactly why it's appearing difficult. You know the kind of dimensions UPSC is asking. Is it an easy microtheme? Are the questions that are asked in prelims and mains easy? Are they textbook level questions? Or are they beyond textbooks? Are they heavy on current affairs? Or are they heavy on more abstract philosophy? The kind of changes that we are seeing in essay and ethics paper, we're seeing same level of critical changes in also mains GS 1 to 3 paper, right? This year, 2026, micro themes will give birth to micro loops, where deeply personalized outcome-based feedback for every loop will be given to you. Your one-pager notes will be called upon by the mentors, and we'll check your notes on our made notes, right? So we'll check the overlap of your self-study with our fundamental notes, so that your progress is so exam relevant that ideally if you study with us for 1 full year, it should not take you more than 1 attempt, max 2, if you're doing it with a job. That's what CD is going to be for you in 2026. I hope you have access to all the free material we spoke about. I hope you do watch our videos in which we tell you how to go about these notes and these free content. And I hope all this helps you sustain the rigor, helps you give the courage to persevere through this ordeal, which is UPSC prep, and have some fun while you're at it. I'll see you in the next year. Have good fun, share this among your friends, and download every good thing that we have to give to you. Thank you. Take care and have good holidays.